y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in to No Flag Radio. I'm your host, P. Finna get busy. Today we talking about ADOS specific voodoo versus white supremacy, avenging our lineage wisely. We got a special call-in guest today. ASANI Mahiri, you'll be calling in a bit. It's going to be the second installment to this topic. There will be others. And the focus here today is for us to begin dissecting what exactly voodoo would look like if we were to tailor make it specifically for the ADOS bloodline, and some of the cautions and some of the things that we need to be aware of, right? A big question to me is, what do our roots look like with voodoo as far as the ADOS bloodline is concerned, and how much of a weapon can we get out of voodoo as we set our sights on this satanic regime of white supremacist society? Because we got to hit this thing with everything we got, y'all. We got to hit this machine with everything we got if the universe is going to be on our side. And I always say, if we're not showing that intelligence and not showing that we know our capabilities and that we're cashing in on what we're capable of doing, using all of our skill sets, excluding no skill, you understand? The universe is not going to reward us how we want to, right? So I stay mindful of that type of shit, right? Stay mindful of that, right? Everybody, has their sights on us. Everybody who don't like ADOS got their weapons of choice against us, and we have ours against them. They got their guns and their coons, and we got our guns and our voodoo motherfucker. We got all kind of shit. There's no shame in uncovering all of our weapons and keeping in good fitness with how they function. Understand? But really quickly, voodoo, as I explained in my last post, is a way of communicating with our ancestral essences who guided us to and throughout this landmass. It's a communication tool in particular, and I hope I'm respecting the term, calling it a tool, right? I'm saying the tool, right? And, I just think it's important to be able to communicate with the influences that guide you somewhere or that guided you somewhere, just in your everyday life. You know what I mean? I think it makes sense, right? And of course, the practice is over 5,000 years old. The roots go back to Central West Africa and like a little bit north of Central West Africa. Let me go ahead and throw this up in the chat. Make sure we jumping with this. It's my little chat test I like to do. Make sure we good. Yeah, we good. There we go. And also, this is a way of communicating with each other, being ADOS and in the ADOS bloodline, you understand? Because we're not looking for some hodgepodge of everybody else's approach to voodoo, like, the Haitians over there, they do it like that, and the Nigerians, they do it like that. I mean, nah. And we'll get into that. We want something that's going to be self-styled for us. I said, and a lot of black culture has just been watered down with all different types of shit. A lot of black culture has been watered down with, religion and Catholicism and Christianity, Judaism, a lot of crosstalk, if you will, intercepting the purity of a lot of our customs and cultures. What up, Niche Chalet? Oh, god damn it, old habits. Niche Penda. Yo, I should be able to just say Niche Penda. That P just it's just easy to say. You know, that being my name that I use. What up, Niche Penda? Good seeing you this morning, Miss Lady. I'm gonna fuck up your name early in the morning. So we want to tap into, you know, some of those grassroots energies. Niche, okay, there we go. I'm trying to go pound for pound what's on the screen. G-Man Junior 64 was like, man, just say G-Man. I'll remember. G-Man, gotcha, G-Man. All right. But yeah, the focus is, you know, we want to look at how we can kind of lock into and refine our voodoo customs that we came up with in response to the energies that we've encountered on the shores of North America during slavery, to where we had something that's practical, and war ready in dealing with our lineage of oppression, straight up. Right? War ready, as well as, you know, all the other stuff you hear, you know, is grounding and unifying and bonding. All that's cool, all that's good too, you know what I mean? But ready. You know what I'm saying? If we stay ready, we ain't got to get ready, right? Shadow slavery was an onset of trauma upon black society. And for us in particular, it's a unique trauma that particularly ADOS sits in the residue of all of the shit today. Right? We sit in the aftermath of it more intimately than anybody else. So I don't see no problem with redefining our weapon set every now and then, is my point. We're dealing with a satanic ritual known as white supremacy, so we got to go even into the spirit world to deal with these devil motherfuckers. And like I said in my last video, you know, we came over here kicking ass, came over here kicking butt. We was on them plantations with the white people killing chants, and even on the slave ships, you know, they got plenty of logs of all kind of crew members and captains of all them slave ships. They was, you know, keeping journals and diaries and all this shit, and so many of those have been unearthed, talking about, man, these motherfuckers on this boat, they acting up. These niggas ain't having it. These niggas is getting live. They ain't having it. They tearing shit up, right? So when we landed here, you know, to be concentrating that energy that we came off them ships with, you know, our anger, our sadness, the strain, and the dignity, all that shit, to be kind of consolidating that into our own creations of centering ourselves like voodoo, and our own creations of defense like voodoo or whatever the fuck else. You know what I mean? That's got to be something potent. You understand? Niche say facts, because they are doing something our people can't be this insane without them practicing evil. Yeah. Make a good point, Niche. So I don't think it's a stone we can leave unturned at this point. I don't think we can afford to leave no stone unturned at this point. Hold up, who is this? I think I might have my call coming in right now. Let me check this. This might be my call, y'all. Seven 4-2. No, that's not it. Okay, that's another kind of message. It's another kind of message. But the call might be coming in a little bit anyway. But that's my point. You know, we got to start locking in with each other in a real way. ADOS. You understand? We are a very unique group. If y'all didn't pick up on that. And one thing that I've also kind of, sniffed out, in this information age, ADOS, we're becoming more and more knowledge driven. More so than anybody else on the continent. Vibe with me on this, right? Like, y'all notice other groups, they be mad comfortable with lies and bullshit, shit like that. And we tend to go away from motherfuckers that ain't kicking no knowledge. We tend to go away from motherfuckers that ain't kicking no truth, right? Knowledge is like a turn on for ADOS. I'll say that more than any group of people, we on some sapiosexual shit. For real, you know what I mean? Okay, I think this message is going insane. Let me see. Here we go. Let me get to this man right here. Okay.
Hello?
ASANI Mahiri.
Yeah, what's up, brother?
All right, what's good, man? Good to hear from you, bro. I was just giving a quick intro to, what the topic was going G about today. You called in just in time, man. We had just touched on a few things. Okay, I don't want to keep you on your Saturday, bro. I'm glad you called us, man. This on the line, everybody. Let me just introduce you real quick, ASANI, real quick, bro. This on the line, y'all. This is our brother ASANI Mahiri. Well, I'm gonna let him do the game spitting right quick. You understand? Because I hit him with a few questions and I want him to kind of touch on a few things. I don't want to, hold his time or anything. I did tell him to call in about this time. So let me go ahead and get to the few questions that I have for him. And y'all in the chat, show him some love. You understand? ASANI Mahiri, he's going to give us some insight based on these questions that I got on my mind about voodoo. And I'm gonna leave the floor to you, bro. So let me just start. I want you to start by saying, who you are and where you from, and we can move from there, bro.
All right, cool.
All right.
I'm from the Tampa Bay area, little city called St. Petersburg. So,
okay.
As you say, ASANI Mahiri,
All right.
So, we can go from there, whatever you want to do.
I got you. Okay, so my question to you to start, ASANI, you seem very knowledgeable of the do's and don'ts of voodoo. We had a really good conversation in the chat, and I was like, look, man, you sent me an email. I was like, look, man, save it for the show, man. This is some good game you dropping.
I got it.
Right. So how did you build up your knowledge of voodoo and sort of looking at the do's and don'ts? Like, how did you build up your knowledge of what you know? Like, what could you tell us about that?
I would say operative knowledge. I mean, let me be very, very clear. I'm no expert, but I can tell you based off my experience, and I have a hell of a lot of experience. And
okay.
What I would like to do is get black folks in America to understand what it is that they're going to be facing, because a lot of people have this preconceived notion that, I want to get into this. This is my ancestors. I need to do this, that, and the third. And it almost gets to the point where it becomes utopia. You know what I mean? Like a utopia. They're thinking that it's going to be more than what it really is.
True indeed.
So
okay.
Right. And so my whole point is to get black folks to avoid the pitfalls. And it's a hell of a lot of them.
Word. Okay. So you bring up a good point. I prefaced this video with, the aspect of the cautions and things that come with traversing voodoo. And, you know, I definitely don't want us to start our journey. You know, those of us who are gonna, you know, try to embark on this type of journey, I don't want us to start it on no, you know, odd foot, on a bad foot. You understand? So
Right.
let me ask you, how do you suggest that somebody get started in voodoo? From what you mentioned in the comments, it sounded like you was, you know, you kind of presented the notion that you gotta travel somewhere, you gotta meet up with certain figures, you gotta meet up with somebody. Am I right? I'm familiar with a few, you know, different synopsises of that, so I want to get your opinion on it. Like, how do you suggest somebody get started in voodoo in your vantage?
Okay, that's a very good question, by the way. Well, I want to let this be known. Okay, what's happening right now is that a lot of people, you know, the church is not cutting it. You know what I'm saying? There's just a consciousness that's coming about the people right now. And so everybody just want to get in tune with the Africanness. And, you know, they're really, really, you know, people are really trying. But people have to understand something.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot go into this thinking that you're just going to be a priest or a priestess. This is a calling. You know,
I've heard of that.
People don't understand that. Go ahead. What you say?
No, I was saying that I've heard of that. Go ahead, brother.
Okay. And so what's going on is like, it's almost like a fad. You know, people are, and the biggest thing people are dealing with is Orishas and things like that. And they just think they're just going to go up there, do this, that, and the third, get crowned, and everybody think they got so much power and shit like that. But it becomes extremely, extremely dangerous if you do not traverse this thing correctly. And so, to get back to your initial question, how should one start? The easiest thing you can do is very, very simple. I need people to listen to this very, very carefully. Set up an altar. That's all you need to do. Set up an ancestral altar. Very, very simple. Go ahead.
No, I'm listening to you. I'm taking it all in, bro. Just keep flowing. You flowing right now. This is something that we need, man. So I'm with you.
Yeah. And I want, the reason I'm saying this is because that is your foundation. What you're gonna find out, those who continue with their journey on this, you're gonna find out you're gonna be dealing with people, and they want you to just bypass your ancestors. You know what I'm saying? They want you to go get this, go get that. This can do this.
I got you.
Do that.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? Totally fucking you over. You know what I'm saying? You do not bypass your ancestors. Make that your number one. I want everybody to understand that. Do not play.
I got that.
You set up right.
Go ahead.
You set up that ancestral altar, and you begin to cultivate that relationship with your people. Things will start happening for you. And so, I'll tell you what. Anybody who's listening, just do this. Go to your nearest Walmart. Get you a little small, round, little table. Don't have to be all that big. Just a round little table. You know.
Okay.
You're gonna get you a white cloth that goes over that. You know, that's gonna cover that table.
Okay.
Get you a white candle. Don't have to be. It can be a 7-day candle. You know, the ones in the glass and all that stuff. You know, get a white candle. You can get a damn one of those what do you call them? Tea lit candles, whatever the hell you call them.
Yeah.
Little small ones.
Tea candles.
Yeah. It don't have to. Right. It don't have to be.
Tea lights.
That. Yeah, it don't have to be that serious, man. All you're trying to do is you're trying to set up for this connection. So
No, I got you.
You have that table. You got that table.
Right.
You got your candle.
Right.
You get you some incense. I would recommend. It's not a rule, but I like to use resin. So for those of you not familiar with resin, that's like those are type of incense that you can put on charcoal discs. Like a little charcoal disc that you can burn. And then it starts smoking.
Okay. That's new to me.
So, okay, yeah. I mean, you can get them. It's no big deal. You go to like a Botanica or something like that. They got them on deck.
I got you.
Right. So you got your table. You got your candle, you got your incense. I prefer copal because we're dealing with the dead, and the dead love copal.
Okay.
Right, white copal, COPAL.
Right. Right. As you were saying it, I was spelling it in my head as you were saying it. Copal.
Okay.
All this is good. All this is good, bro. Let me ask you this. This might be beyond the pale. I want to kind of keep you on track with the questions that I want to ask you. I don't want to take you too far off, but okay. So we're talking about altar making, right? I've seen several of these altars and seen how people kind of manage and kind of handle them, and and that all seems exactly like what like I have a vision of how I see this working, and you basically are helping me bring the point home, brother, that that there's an attachment to lineage, an attachment to bloodline that you pay homage to through this particular culture. That
Correct.
And from the way you putting it, it's like this is some real heavy respect based kind of thing.
Yeah.
Heavy, you gotta kind of respect what you traversing. So I'm just saying, man, I think these are good points. These are good points. Is there anything else you would suggest as far as like getting started with the altar? Because we got the copal.
Okay.
We got the table. We got the various. For those that don't know, I just want to say this one quick thing, Mahiri, brother ASANI. For those that don't know, in voodoo, the tradition is not like you dealing with some, like worship of like saints or gods or anything like that. This brother broke it down precisely that you're dealing with ancestral essences, right? So when you talking about altars, you're building altars to people that you consider your ancestral essences, and so it's not like you're worshiping some sort of being or deity. I think I said deities in my last post. You see, I'm learning. It's not about that. It's not about that, right? The aspect is like you're serving someone. You're serving a guest, basically, like a guest in your home, if you think about it, right? So so you build an altar to somebody that it's like you got a guest coming to your house. You know what I mean? It's like you come into my house, you take off your shoes. Well, what do you like? You like cigars? What do you like to drink? You kind of gonna make them comfortable, right? It's kind of like that. You're setting the scene for somebody you have a familiarity with. Am I right in conceiving it in that way, Brother Mahiri?
Absolutely. That's a very, very good way to look at it.
Got you. Got you.
Oh, you have something else? Go ahead.
No. I'm good, bro. I'm good.
Yeah, the altar is the most important thing that you can start with because once you get that altar going, you automatically start getting protection from them. Because right now we're in a situation where we've ignored our family, basically. So a lot of things have happened in our lives where we damn near died. We didn't know how the hell we ended up, out of that particular situation.
Yeah.
It was usually our ancestors that's helping out. And when you set up that altar and you begin to go to them, I can't tell you exactly how your relationship is going to be because that's totally personal to you. I only can speak on my personal understanding. I know what happens to me when I go to the altar.
I got you.
With me, it's different because, and most people will tell you this don't usually happen, but with me, when I go to the altar, my ancestors move me. They physically move my body all the time.
Wow.
And if I ask questions, it doesn't necessarily have to be something that's going to be, auditory or something like that, where they're going to answer like that. They'll just, like, say if I ask a question that's a yes or no, and they'll take my head and they'll just start bending it back and make it go forward for yes, make my head go side to side for no, That
Word.
type of shit. Mine is very. I have a. You know, when people do readings for me, they be like, "God damn, that shit is that's not normal." You know, they're like, but I also know that I have a lot of ancestral spirits around. A lot of them.
Okay.
A lot. Abnormal.
Wow. That's.
But
No, that sounds heavy, man. That sounds heavy, man. You know what I mean? That's kind of like what do they call these things back in the day that people used to make? They used to take like some crystal and put like some sort of string on it. What do they call it? The truth crystals, that sort of thing, sort of energy moving kind of.
You talking about the pendulum?
Yeah, the pendulum, the truth pendulum, all that type of stuff. You know, that type of energy movement, man. I know kind of what that would. Well, I have a concept of how that would feel like. You know what I mean? I got introduced to the truth pendulum when I was a child, right? That was one of the things that kind of freaked me out, right? Like when I was saying to you, I've had certain experiences with certain things that kind of like made me wonder, like, yo, what is this? What world is this that I'm accessing, that I'm able to see this happen in front of me, right, with my own dwelling? You know what I'm saying? So, nah, bro, I understand that that's so he's basically saying, yo, don't be tripping out in your own mind when you when you build your altar and whatever happened, you know what I mean? Like I get that, okay.
That's real talk.
All right,
That's
so
real talk because, like I say, my experience is different. The average person is not going to have that type of experience. Like,
no, I got you.
The very first one time before I set up my altar, I was just playing around. You know, I don't know why I did it, but I was inside the house, and I had because I had been toying around setting up an altar.
Right.
But I did. But I was like, let me just call on the ancestors, just see if anything happens with them. And so I'm inside the house. I think I did something like pour some water on the ground or something like that, and called on the ancestors. And as soon as I called, I'm talking about it. You know how it is when somebody's up close to you and you feel that damn presence?
Yeah. It's like your biofield.
Is what happened.
Really?
I was like, and then I felt like a gust of wind. I'm like, God damn.
Wow.
But I'm just playing around and shit. I'm like, I might not want to play around like this, because I don't know what it was,
Yeah, but nah, this is getting good. This is getting good, man. These are just good examples. Everybody that's out there watching, no, these are just examples of the energy world, you know what I mean, and how we're not disconnected from the universe of energy that we deal in like we think, right? White supremacy have us thinking we gotta look into some crystal ball and we gotta do all this type of stuff. There's an intimacy that we have, especially being melanated. I always bring that up. There's an intimacy of engagement we have with all of the energies of the universe that I think that foraying into voodoo will help bring to our attention more readily. Let me ask you another question, brother. I'm sorry. I know you say you don't know much about Louisiana Voodoo, right? But since we're talking about this ADOS specific voodoo,
right?
In your mind, like, do you think that it's reasonable to say, ADOS, we should probably be looking into practicing that style of voodoo, like Louisiana Voodoo, due to it being Louisiana, and Louisiana is a geographic that, it used to span all the way up into St. Louis and all of that. St. Louis and Chicago and that area right there, right? But just due to it being Louisiana, an area that's most rooted in our struggle in this landmass of North America. And, I hear a lot about, how voodoo from Louisiana and the Creole culture in Louisiana, it's not the same as the Creole of Haiti or the Creole in any of these other places, Creole in Cuba, Creole in all throughout South America, right? It has its own unique flavor. And I'm just saying from that, I'm thinking like, okay, this is something unique to this North American landmass. What do you think? Is it, in your opinion, would it be safe to assume that ADOS look into practicing or referencing that style of voodoo and some of the tenets that come along with that, some of the customs and folk ways that come with that, in your opinion?
Okay. First of all, I think that's an excellent
Yeah.
But
Thank you.
I have to answer that. I have to answer that based off of my understanding, my knowledge, and my experience.
Go ahead, brother.
Okay. This is what black folks must understand.
Mm-hmm.
Just because we're black does not mean we can do any system.
Word.
No, very few people are telling people that, because we have to understand something. We are a people that's mixed up. We have various tribes in us, but our soul descends from a particular tribe, if you will.
Right.
Like,
I can see
for
that.
Instance, right. For instance, I know who my ancestors are. I had got a roots reading by this guy years ago.
Right.
You know, and what that is basically, he did it over the phone, by the way. A lot of my readings took place over the phone.
I got it. Got you.
And you know what he did was, you know, he talked to me for a little bit, asked a few questions. Then he did whatever the hell he did there. Called me back in about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And so he started to tell me, he's like, look, you descend from the Icon people.
Got it.
Like, right, these are people that's found in Ghana.
Got it.
You know what I mean? The most popular subgroup of the Icon people are the Ashanti.
Right.
Most people have heard of the Ashanti people.
Yeah, I'm familiar.
Right, but that's not my subgroup. My subgroup is called the Bono. The Bono, at one point in time, ruled over the Ashanti people, and the Ashanti people fought back, got their freedom. And it's like 7 different subgroups of the Icon, but they're very, very well known.
Right. Yeah.
Matter of fact, yeah, exactly.
I was just gonna say, you know, a large group of the slaves who came to America were of that Akon group, and you know, not speaking anything on the subgroups, but definitely that Akon lineage is very large in the North American slave trade. But go ahead, brother.
Okay, and so then he told me about my father's side.
Right.
They come from that's another group in Ghana called the Adangbe people. And so, but he told me, he's like, look, your soul descends from your mother's side. And so he was letting me know that, and then that was the first time I ever told that I'm supposed to be doing spiritual work, by the way. He does a reading, and all I wanted was a roots reading. And I came back and he told me, dude, you're supposed to be a priest, brother. And I'm like, what? I'm like, huh? You know? Then I started getting other readings, you know, that started being verified that way. But get back to what I was saying. The reason I was saying that is because what do I look like with my bloodline being from those groups? What do I look like going to the Yoruba tradition?
No, I got you.
What? You see what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Look, my people didn't work with the Orishas.
Right.
My people didn't do that.
Right.
So I'm saying all that to say people need to know what it is first that their ancestors did. What's in line with what their ancestors did? Because what's in line for me is not going to be in line for the next person.
I hear that.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So what we don't want to do is just be running all over the damn place. Oh, just because it's black, I can do this. No. And I'm telling you right now, many priests in various traditions will send your ass. Man, you can die behind some shit like that. If you over here just playing around like that, thinking that you can do it, you're innocent. You know what I mean? Your intentions are pure, but that shit can be catastrophic. Because how do you know that your ancestors weren't warring with this particular people that use that system?
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. You know, you brought up the Congo rooted voodoo as something that we should look into. When I thought about, you know, there's various types. You know, there's that Nago, there's that was it Rapa? These various other approaches to voodoo, right? And so we're talking about, I'm not of the Nagos. That's Yoruba, I believe, right? I'm not of the Rapas. That's another one, right? There's, so just in talking about, shedding light on, various appendages of voodoo, right? I can understand that how you know you don't want to end up on the wrong side of a battlefield, right? Like,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean, you think that you on one side of the battlefield, then you know the energies that come and play with that means something different, and then your life is completely changed. So you know what I'm saying? So I get it, yo. So the advice that our brother Mahiri giving us, look, you know, watch what side of the field you on, man. Like, make sure you running the ball in the right direction, right? Make sure you're running in the right end zone. You know what I mean? This is real behavior. So I can feel that all the way. You know what I mean? Because we dealing in war terrain, and you know that's, you already know that's haphazard as it is anyway, man. So I get it.
Yes, indeed.
I get it.
I just want to tell a quick story.
Go ahead.
I have a partner of mine.
Uh-huh.
You know, and now his family, he's Ashanti,
Right.
by the way. You know what I mean? So me and him, we got a lot in common because we both icon.
Yes,
you know
sir.
what I'm saying? So, but my boy, he's Jamaican. You dig? So
Yes, sir.
They do obia.
Yeah, you told me about that.
Anybody, right? If y'all don't know what obia is, you know, just you ain't gonna find a whole bunch of information on it because it's extremely secretive. But it's found all over the Caribbean. But Jamaica and Trinidad are kind of like ones that are kind of the most known for doing it.
Okay.
You know, but my boy, he got a loose reading from the same guy I was talking about.
Okay.
And so that the dude, you know, kind of made him feel like because my boy is he's Ashanti, but he also has a little bit of Yoruba in his bloodline as well. So
Got
the
it.
dude tried to make it seem like if he was going to do something, he should do it down the lines of the Yoruba part, not more so the Akan part.
Got
You know
it.
what I'm saying?
Right.
And so based off of that, my dude, he started dealing with this lady, and she's dealing with the Orishas and things like that, and he got something done, but then he was getting ready to do like a big ceremony with, you know, and so he was getting ready to book his flight. Now prior to this, he had got a reading from this lady.
Okay.
A seer, a person who has the ability to not just go off a particular system to do readings, but she can see. Like she does tarot cards, or she does her tarot cards, but she can sit up here and see situations.
Right.
Everybody doesn't have the ability to do that.
I got
And
you.
so the lady told him, like, look, you're not supposed to be dealing with E5 at all.
Uh-huh.
You're not supposed to be doing E5. And so she told him, she's like, now, even though I'm telling you this, you're going to go ahead and do this anyway. That's what she told me.
That's crazy.
And he's telling me, and I'm talking to him, he's like, she damn sure one line. He's like, I damn sure was from the buck she was talking about. So,
What?
So he,
Dang.
so check this out.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
She caught him
So check
slipping
this
right
out.
there. I'm listening.
So he's on Facebook, and he's looking at this dude talking about how he has reduced prices for his reading. You know what I'm saying? So my boy was like, fuck it, I'll go ahead and get a reading from him. See what, I think he got a reading from him before, and his shit was thorough.
Word.
And so he just hit him up real quick, got the reading. Now, as he's hitting him up on Facebook, he's literally trying to book his flight to go do the ceremony with the lady. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So he calls and gets the reading with the dude.
Yeah.
Dude tells him straight up and down. He's like, man, your ancestors are letting you know right now. He's like, no. He said, hey, I got something I want to tell you. Do you want to hear it?
Uh-huh.
He's like, once I tell you, it's on you.
Word.
Okay. So he tells him straight up and down. He's like, your ancestors want me to let you know that if you do E5, they're gonna rock your world. You are not to fuck with that at all.
Oh.
At all.
That's
So
nasty.
he just got 2 readings from 2 separate people. This dude's in Cleveland.
Okay.
This dude's in Cleveland. This lady's in Tampa.
Yeah.
The lady, but they're both seers.
Got
You
it.
see what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
He deals with Paulo. The dude in Cleveland, he deals with Paulo Mayombe, which we'll get on that shortly because I want to get back to that question you asked about what we should be doing.
Yeah. No, I'm following I'm following your whole lineage, bro. This is working good for me, man. I'm taking it all in, bro. Just
Okay.
keep what you're doing up. Keep it up, bro. Stick with what you're doing. This is good news to me, man.
Okay. Okay.
I'm
Cool.
a learner.
Cool.
You know what I mean?
Okay. So my boy basically, and the dude told him straight up and down what he was supposed to be doing.
Yes, sir.
That goes back to what I was saying. See, when that dude did the reading for him, he told him, he's like, man, you are supposed to be dealing with either obia, something from the icon, or you should be dealing with Palo.
Okay.
Because the reason he said that is because the energy that my boy has around him. Obia people are master sorcerers. Okay? Master sorcerers and sorcerers. They deal in high magic. They are not to be played with. These people will fuck their world up.
Right.
Okay? Now, but they're heavy necromancy. They're into necromancy.
Okay.
Which a lot of people are scared of.
Right.
You know,
That's something different.
Because even when you set up an altar, you're dealing with necromancy. But they get to that shit where they might be in some, they digging up bones and shit. They don't play.
Yeah, exhuming bodies and that type of shit.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, they don't play like that, you know. And so
that's serious.
So he got his confirmation. And so I said all that to say you have to get a reading from somebody that has that understanding that can tell you. And because he didn't have no ties to the dude to the point where like he's dealing with him, and now the guy wants him. He has to go join his spiritual house. You see what I'm saying? He was just the dude just telling you straight up and down. Like, I'm just being honest. This is what it is. They're telling me right now what it is what you have to do.
Right.
So telling you right now, don't. And ever since then, all his readings keep telling him, you're not supposed to do E5.
Right.
So when you're dealing with people who can tell you the truth,
yeah,
you know what I mean. But I'm telling you right now, 85 to 90% of these spiritual priests and people that's doing work they're either con men or they got shitty character, and you gotta really steer clear of the majority of them.
Man, you know that. You know, brother. That's how you. Not to cut your wisdom, brother. That was how you started this whole thing off. This is how you started the whole conversation off. I'm just dialing it back for our listeners so everybody can kind of keep a track of what you spanned out on. You know what I mean? You said we got to be aware of these money takers. I hear that, bro. I hear that. So what you're saying, and my question about is it good to assume that ADOS be dealing in Louisiana Voodoo? You're saying that we got to get a little bit more specific with it. We got to sit down with somebody official, right? Somebody that's official tissue that's going to kick the reel and break it down like, look, you need to be working with this. You need to be working with this. You need to be working with this, right? Somebody that has that eye for the specificity that we need. And it's not just, based on any one particular style because there's so many, right? And in that, we'll be able to see ourselves a step or two further with it as far as, honing in on what is the best practice for us. Is that right? Okay. All right. So make sure I'm aligned with what you're kicking, bro. Word.
Yeah, absolutely. And
word.
And now I don't have any true connection to the individual, but if anybody that's listening to your show, if they want to get a reading from that individual, I would definitely, find a way to try to get that information to them. Now, it'll be done over the phone. Like I say, I'm not connected to them like that.
No, I got you.
It's not like I don't get anything out of it. But I'm just, like, my whole purpose is to steer you all clear of the goddamn pitfalls that I've gone through because, I ain't gonna try to get too deep into it, but I lost my son over some shit.
Oh, man, I'm sorry to hear that, bro.
It's deep. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah.
I lost my 4-year-old child because we got maniacs out here. We got maniacs.
Man, my condolences.
Yeah, man. This that's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, you think that everything is like a utopia, or I'm going to do this, that. You don't understand the wicked mindset of people who start getting a little bit of power, type of shit they'll do.
Man, yeah, that kind of leads to one of my other questions I got for you, bro. And again, brother, sorry about your loss there, man. You know what I mean? Damn.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I want to move on and kind of steer it to the question of war, bro. Like, you understand? Like, we've heard and we've come across the concept of using voodoo rituals before war. You know, a lot of different groups of people, you know, have this kind of premise to do certain rituals before war. It ain't just with voodoo culture or voodoo folk ways. You know, you saw with the Olmecs, you know, they had their rituals before war. Different groups of people, you understand, would approach war with a ritual first type of thing, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And we also came across, in our knowledge and just in our time of being on the globe, man, you know, like we talk about voodoo rituals before war and we hear about hoodoo. You know, we didn't get too much into hoodoo in the conversation, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, we hear about hoodoo as a means of actually like, you know, controlling and moving people kind of thing. Like voodoo is more of like a communicating kind of thing where you're kind of communicating with the intermediaries between like the earth realm and then the creator. You know what I mean? And hoodoo is more of a, you know, I want to make this motherfucker do this or that type of behavior, right? Right? So I'm just gonna ask you because, you know, I mean, man, it seems like your knowledge set really does run the gamut, bro. I feel like I could ask you any questions about this and you will have a point of reference that you could, you know, send us on, man. Did you come across much about hoodoo in your journey with voodoo at all?
No, that's funny because like there's this guy that's been on Facebook. You know, I was thinking about getting down with him at one point in time, but I'm gonna go in a different direction. But it's like I kind of want to start looking at it because I was like, well, damn, kind of back to what you were saying as far as you were talking about Louisiana style and all that stuff, and I was like, well, damn, you know, we on this soil.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I do think that black people should look into hoodoo, and the reason I say that is because since the majority of us came from the South, it's probably 9 times out of 10 you have that shit in your blood.
I know, right?
You see what I'm saying? 9 times out of 10, you got that shit in your bloodline. You may not know exactly who it is,
yes, sir.
But right, and don't get it twisted. Voodoo is, you know, I talked to you about that Obia stuff over there in the Caribbean.
With the necro.
Voodoo was on the same level. They deal with the dead. It's just that it's extremely secretive.
Okay.
And it's almost like a solitary practice.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? It's not so. And to my understanding, it doesn't seem to be very, you know, communal. It doesn't seem to be like that.
Right.
So what I understand.
Right.
But they know they can fuck something up. You know, it's now I hear different things. I hear that hoodoo is a con base, but then I also heard people say it's Congo based. Now,
right.
Either one of them are very, very war ready because once again the Akan people are extremely rebellious. When you talk about the Maroons of Jamaica and a lot of the
Gullah.
Harriet Tubman was a con.
Ah, okay.
You know, they say Nat Turner was a con. If you go back to the birth of a nation, when they're speaking in tweet. If you recall.
Word.
If you recall at the beginning of that, at the beginning of the movie.
Yeah. Okay, right. Yeah, that jogs my memory there.
Yeah, so if y'all go back to that.
I wouldn't be surprised. I need to watch that again.
Yeah, when y'all look at that again, y'all gonna be like, damn, what language they speaking in? They're speaking in tweet.
Yeah.
That's what they're speaking in.
Word.
Which is that's a dialect that comes out of Ghana, from the Akan people.
Yeah.
You know.
Right.
For those that don't know.
Yeah.
But I do think that I would say that there's nothing wrong with exploring that avenue because I think you're kind of getting to the point where you're looking within yourself and not so much. I mean, you do need somebody to kind of help you. If you're going to do hoodoo, it's not all about getting these damn books and just trying shit.
No, I get it.
You do want to, you know what I'm saying? You do want to try to look into that. But like I said, I would rather people focus on finding out who their people are so they do not get themselves out of alignment with their people. You know what I'm saying? Because it's very, very easy to do that. I'm telling you right now, you go get a reading from somebody that does E5. they're gonna tell you to do Ifa. They're gonna tell you that. Anybody can do it, right? White folks can do it, Chinese people, any goddamn body.
Cause they got, yeah, that's right, yeah. That's one thing about Ifa that we kind of touched on in our correspondence. Yeah, that anybody can get down. The Native Americans, they got down. The Native Indians rather, they got down with Ifa and all of that. It's Ifa don't discriminate.
Right, exactly. And the thing is like I told you about my buddy. The reason that they told my buddy that they'll rock his world if he does Ifa, because that shit doesn't resonate with them.
Exactly.
They're like, what the fuck we gonna do with this shit?
Right.
You want some power, man? You better get your ass in this graveyard.
Word.
You know?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Fire around you.
Yeah. Nah. I'm all the way on board with that. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
We have to be in alignment. So
I bet.
I do not think that's a bad idea. What you're saying, like when you talk about the hoodoo, I would recommend you explore it. But just do what I say, please. Find out who your people are.
Right.
Find out if you're gonna go deep into this. Do not go astray and go do some shit that your people are in line with, because you're not gonna get no power. That's what bottom line is. You're not gonna get no power. That's why I'm telling you, you're not gonna get no power out of it. And that's why the Orisha tradition looks so watered down and it seems to be weak to people. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said to you that that's not really a war-ready type tradition.
I got you. So
shit that comes out of the Congo happens to be extremely war-ready. I mean, it's just battle-tested. I mean, you're talking about slave revolts. Yeah. You're talking about people getting down, cutting off heads. Shit, wartime. They don't play.
Yeah.
They over here killing people, man. Slave masters, man, and they would enslave them in their little pots and shit, and they would make the slave masters work for that.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah. That's some old change the game. That's some change the game, flip the game on a motherfucker behavior. That I can get down. So you got all these people walking around talking about Ogun and like, alright, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I got you.
I'm telling you right now.
I got you.
That's real. See, this is what I say.
Yeah.
And this is just my opinion. I'm not saying this is based on fact. I'm gonna make my opinion a fact. Goddamn.
No, I got you.
what I believe,
I got you. I'm with you.
What I believe.
I hear you.
This is what I believe.
Yeah.
I don't believe in over here. I don't think we have an understanding of the war aspect of the Orisha tradition. I don't think it's passed down to anybody over here.
Right.
I think if it is, it's over there in Nigeria, probably somewhere in the bush, somewhere deep, that they know how to do it. But the reality is, I'm not trying to be disrespectful to anybody who's of that particular lineage. They don't have the type of
they don't got the history.
They're not known for being warlike.
Right.
They're not known for whipping ass. The Akan people are known for whipping ass. Listen. When the British was over there taking all these people over there in the Caribbean, and they was in Jamaica, they had got to the point where they told people to stop getting these goddamn people from that area of Ghana. Stop getting these motherfuckers. Stop it. It's crazy.
Yeah.
They just fight. Well, they don't fuck off.
Yeah.
They fight.
Right. Motherfucker end up.
I'm not saying that. But
end up getting a whole slave ship turned the fuck around type shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I wouldn't doubt it.
They're just extremely rebellious, and that's the type of image. That's why I told you that Congo base is really for what we're looking for.
Right.
That's what we need, because we're in a situation where we are definitely at war. We just haven't accepted ourselves as being in a war, but we have to prepare ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I wanted to say real quick that for those of you who are supposed to be dealing with the energy, something like Palo, anything that deals with the dead,
right?
You know, that's the type of energy you're gonna find. You're gonna start getting that type, because you're gonna be calling on Congo spirits, and they're very, very wild spirits.
Man, well,
wow, they don't play.
Dang, bro, you just answered my next question when you touched on, Congo-based voodoo and how it's war ready and kind of the history that go along with that. So you killed a couple birds with one stone on that one, bro. We needed that.
Yeah.
We needed that.
Yeah, and I'll let you know. I'll
So,
let you know right now.
yeah,
'Cause,
yeah.
you know, I'm actually in the process of I'm gonna do like this little ceremony later on tonight.
You told me.
But I'm gonna do a different ceremony in a couple months. But this ceremony is gonna be
Okay.
strictly from the Congo. You know, the guy who I'm gonna be dealing with, the medicines and everything that he's using is coming straight from the Congo. You know, everything's gonna be Congo. And so I'm getting myself prepared for that. So I'm not
Man,
calling it to be a priest, but
man, let us know how that go, man. Let us know how that happened, man. Like, hit me up on the email and let me know, man. Like, would this be your first time doing a Congo based ceremony?
no, I actually had something done with the dude that I was telling y'all about in Cleveland. He had something, and I actually would recommend. This is like I said, I'm not gonna give out his information on air just because.
No, it's all good. It's all good. But you getting the connects. You got all the connects though. You knowing certain people that are reputable, bro, is what I'm about to ask you in the email. Like, look, you know these reputable people, bro. Like, you know. You know what I mean, drop a name or a number here, man. You know, so we can kind of avoid some of those mazes and pitfalls, man. You know what I mean? But no. You said so. You know, you knew the brother. So you got the brother out in Cleveland.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
And what else were you about to span out on about it?
We got asked a question. Did I ever have anything that's Congo based?
Right.
I got something from him that's ancestral specific.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He has a gift. The brother has a gift.
I
mean, when he does a reading for you, you can go ahead and take that shit to the bank. You know, he has. I'm talking about he can just. I mean, he's doing a reading for my boy, the one I was telling you about. You know, and all of a sudden, he getting pumped in the damn head. He's telling me, he's like, God damn. He's telling my boy, like, he's like, shit, it's getting hot in here. He's like, man, they pumping me in the head and shit.
Damn.
My boy's ancestors pumping
his ancestors like thumping him in his chest, like, get it right, man. Get your shit straight, man. We ain't finna do what you think you finna do, right? Right.
He has the ability to
That's
connect
crazy.
with your ancestors.
That's crazy.
I've never seen anything like it. This dude has the ability to connect with people's ancestors.
Man.
It's like but he does offer a type of ceremony, you know what I'm saying? It's not really big, but what you do, what he'll give you something that you can work with your ancestors. Specifically, something that you can work with. So that means
that's a gift.
You know, for those of you all who are a little bit squeamish and shit like that, when he gives you something, you don't have to feed it. You're gonna have to feed it. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to go ahead and get a little dirty, you know.
Yeah.
And it'll get you a couple fouls, you know what I'm saying? You got to slit some throats and shit like that.
Man,
that's
a gift, man. That's a gift this dude got, man, where he can just pretty much diagnose, you know what I mean? Like, yo, get you this, get you that, get you this, then that, and that, and play it like this, play it like that.
Yeah.
That's a gift, man, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Because, you know, we talking about the notion of hucksters and motherfucking people trying to play you in the game, you know what I mean? Trying to play you as far as you really taking a genuine journey, you know what I'm saying? To touching down with your people, man, you know what I mean? So I hear that, man. You know, that guy seems like he would be a good reference point for our people. I gotta get with you, man, on that particular guy, and we can chop it up about, you know what people can expect to, you know, pay for his services, those kind of things, you know what I mean, and put that all together, man. That's a necessity, you know what I mean? But it seemed like he's helped you out a lot, bro. He done suited you up. He done suited you and booted you well, man, with a lot of resources, I think, from my opinion. You know what I mean? Seem like he's the man that comes strapped with the magic bag. You know what I mean?
I mean, he's a warrior.
Word.
You know, he has a, you know, he's a former thug and shit. You dig? So and me, I can dig that. You know what I'm saying? I like genuine people. I don't want you doing that holier than thou shit around me. No, you don't have to do that.
Word.
You know what I mean? I like straight shooters.
Yes, sir.
He's one of those things. And
man, we definitely need to link up with the guy, man. I'm gonna definitely build with you on that and see what we can do, man, You know, maybe a few people could touch down with him. See if I can get a overview from this guy, man. You know what I'm saying? And see what he can point out as far as my ancestral pressure points. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, I think
I'm excited about
he
it.
lines it up with like two. You have to get like 2 readings from him. And
Okay.
now this is what he'll do. This is for y'all listening. This is what he'll do.
Yeah.
He's gonna give you a particular reading. He's gonna tell you. He's gonna tell you specifically the ancestors around you.
Word.
Did y'all hear what I just said? He's gonna tell you.
I think they heard it.
What ancestors you have around you. How many of them? When he did mine, I have seven of them specifically around me. These are what you would consider to be in your spiritual core.
Right.
You know, he gave them. He's not gonna be able to give you their names, but he can give you who they are as far as this ancestor is a 6th great grandfather from your father's side.
Right.
This ancestor he worked with yellow medicine. He also worked with red medicine. This represents this. This represents that. Then once you get all that information.
That's wild.
What's that? Once you get the information, okay?
Yeah.
Y'all make sure y'all don't ever throw that away. You keep that with you.
Right.
Somewhere. Keep it safe. Because you're gonna have to get another reading from him. The next reading that you get from him, he's going to tell you how to set up your altar specifically to how them ancestors wanted to be set.
Word,
So
like.
that way, you truly get a connection. I'm talking about you getting your connection with your spiritual core, not just some random spirits. Your specific ancestral core.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? The ones that have the most, they got a vested interest in you.
Okay.
So for those of you, you don't even have to go do that one ceremony with him. You just do that. You good to go. Now this, I recommend if it's not your calling to be a priest or a priestess, then just do that.
Right.
Just do that.
Right.
Go deep. You don't even have to go far with other traditions unless he really guides you and tell you what they should do. Because hell, they may tell you what you need to do. Because I don't know what type of connection you may get with your spiritual core. They may start coming and talk to you.
No, I got you. So it is an individual-based kind of connection, individual-based connectivity, but that the brother can help if you want to hone in on it and just hone in on it, and you don't, and your connection ain't in a certain way. I get it. So, man, yo, I could do this all day, man, but I don't want. I know you got stuff you got to do, man. I know you got a ceremony you getting ready for, but let me just kick these last 2 questions for you, bro, because you know I want to make sure that because you kind of helping me answer the questions before I kick it, so it's like I might not even have to ask the question, but like this question, you might have null and voided this question in a way. Let me ask you. So you know, since we're talking about communicating with ancestors of all kind of characters, you know what I'm saying? The ancestors that are in your core, you know, they could be of all kind of character, you know what I'm saying? Live wire, mean people, good people, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Good-hearted people, good-natured people, whatever, you know what I'm saying? How intense is the concern for, like, you know, bringing in or conjuring up an essence, you know what I mean, or a spiritual essence that's like hard to manage, you know what I mean? I hope this is not coming from a place of, you know, me not understanding it all the way to like a depth. Maybe this might be some sci-fi shit I'm putting on it, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, bro. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying, like, does that resonate with you that it's a possibility for us to like crack open some porthole, some sort of door where evil, extreme, fucked up spirits kind of enter in our world, and we ain't gonna be able to. Is this like some? We're gonna be able to. Is this like some exorcist shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you done brought in a motherfucking Uncle D-Ray from the 1700s, and Uncle D-Ray was a axe murderer. He chopped up your grandmama or some shit like that. I mean, like, is now tell me if that's just something that's beyond the pale, and I can go ahead and skip past that. That's, you know what I'm saying. I'm saying if that's something that's like that voodoo doesn't encounter, and we won't be dealing in that. And since we are talking about a specificity now that I've been building with you, bro, like the conversation is one that leans to a specificity of the energies we're gonna be dealing with anyway. You know what I mean? It's gonna be a specific type of communication with a specific type of group of ancestors and so forth and so on. So, you know what I mean? I'm saying, like I said, I don't want to, you know what I'm saying, put too much TV and you know what I'm saying? I want to make sure that, you know, because, you know, we in white supremacy, man. You know, we get educated in all kind of weird ways about our own culture, bro. We get, you know, fluff education about our own culture, man. So, like, they put all kind of extras and spins on shit, man. So, I just want to make sure I'm seeing it in an accurate light. Like, is that something that you've heard of, that, you know, somebody, oh, this person, they brought this kind of spirit into the world when they was doing this particular ritual. They done fucked up the game now. They done fucked up for real now. This spirit ain't going to be able to leave. You know what I'm saying? And, you know what I mean? You kind of get what I'm... It has happened. Okay. So I'm not just tripping in my own mind. Okay.
No.
All right.
No, you ain't just whistling this.
All right.
But this is why, that's why I'm trying to tell you the importance of, like, when I started off talking about setting up that ancestral altar, I want to make sure, I don't think I really finished letting everybody know. I just want to get back to that, and then I'll finish up your question.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, remember I was telling y'all to get that candle, white candle,
right.
Get that table first.
Yep.
You know, get a little white cloth.
Tablecloth.
Get that candle.
Yep.
You're gonna get you like a little whiskey glass. Pour you some water. Try to give them spring water or something like that. Whatever water you drink, don't try them and get them no goddamn tap water. You know, you don't drink that shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So get them something pure. And like I said, get those incense. You know what I mean? Copal or frankincense, something like that. You know. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna also give an offering of like fruit. Then get you a little small plate or something like that. Don't ever put nothing on that altar without cleansing it, though. Everything you put on that altar, cleanse it. Get some Florida water. You familiar with Florida water? Florida water? Yeah.
Nah. I mean, I've been to Florida a bunch of times, man. But what you mean Florida water?
No. It's something that you can get in Walmart. Something you can go to your nearest Botanica.
Oh, it's like
a Hispanic store.
Okay.
It's like a cologne. It's like a cologne, but that people use to cleanse stuff.
Oh, kind of like some sage or some shit.
But it's a cologne.
Right. You spray it. Okay. No, I got you.
Yeah. So you want to make sure that you just cleanse anything that you put on that. You know what I mean? And so you giving your ancestors an offering.
Yeah.
You know, just out of respect. And when you do your Sunday cooking or whatever, you know what I mean? You doing some collard greens, fried chicken.
Make them a plate.
Cheese, go ahead and take them a little plate, man.
Yeah.
Get them theirs first.
Word.
You dig? So
hit it.
I'm saying all that to say that you're connecting with them, and they can help keep all that shit out of them. So it won't be all these crazy ass entities coming flying in this damn place fucking you up.
Got it.
You know. And then
I got it.
What I was saying back with the dude, for those of you who wish to go forward and get that reading from him, he's giving you something extremely specific because he's telling you who is around you specifically. See what I'm talking about, and when you go to that altar that I'm talking about, you call on your spiritually elevated ancestors. That's what you go to. You don't really want to call on goddamn Uncle Ray. You know, Uncle Ray was off the damn chain.
I got it. Okay. So you could call on Uncle D-Ray or Uncle Deontay if you wanted to, but it's not recommended if you know that he was going through whatever when he was in this earthly realm with us. I got it.
Yeah, if this man was touching on his daughter.
Yeah.
That's the energy you want around.
Yeah, real life.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying,
I got you.
in general, you're gonna say that you're calling on your spiritually elevated ancestors.
Mm.
I mean, you all can word it however you want to. You approach that altar, but you approach it with the utmost respect. Always go to that altar clean. Do not bring your funky ass to that goddamn altar.
Yeah.
Disrespect.
I've heard that. I've heard that.
Right. Clean yourself, brush your teeth, all that. Get yourself together. Go put something on your head too. Put like some like type of white cloth on your head or something, you know what I mean? Because that's a lot of times, you know, some shit can happen, you know what I'm saying, if you don't really have that, if your head's kinda like out there just like that. You know? That's why you always see spiritual people have something on their head.
That's interesting. Like what? So like the altar get live sometimes. Sometimes the flames on the tea lights get to crackling and jump in your hair. You get hit with the Michael Jackson Pepsi commercial treatment in this bitch. You've heard of shit like that before? Has shit like that happened before? Shit like that still happened before? Like, I got you. All right.
You just never know. So I'm just giving you some insight on just what y'all should do. Just come and what I'm telling y'all to do. That is your birthright right there. That is your birthright to have a connection with your ancestors. And you go there.
Got it.
You don't have to go there for a very long time. Go there for 10, 15 minutes, man. Sometimes you might just want to, your ass might just go there and be in that motherfucker an hour, man. You just feeling it. And you just getting shit coming to your head, messages coming to your head. And I'm going to tell you what happened to me.
Okay.
Because after my son passed, you know, I went to them for about a month straight. I'm talking about every day. Because before I was kind of doing sporadic, you know what I'm saying? Like when I feel it, I go. But it was like I was going through so much pain and hurt and shit, you know. So, but I started going. I was going there every single day.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, I'm go to bed, and I had a visitation.
Okay.
This shit was intense.
Wow.
Now this is the type of stuff that can happen. This is the type of stuff that can happen when you start hitting that altar. When you sit there and you dedicate yourself. But it was like we're in a hotel, okay, and it's like they rent it out, like the place is being rented out, and all of a sudden the dream starts with a drumming ceremony, like boom, we just start just hearing these drums. So I'm like, damn, it's live in this, you know, and I see all these black people dressed in African garb. They all, and I'm talking about, it appears to be hundreds, possibly 1,000 of them just coming.
Damn.
But they're circling this particular room that I'm in. And then, now, all of them are very dark skinned. All those ancestors, not very dark skinned. Some of them are very dark. Some of them, you know, just how we look in America, a whole bunch of us. You know how it is.
Yeah.
But the two very, very light skinned ancestors came up to me. It was a male and a female.
Okay.
And they're speaking to me. And as I'm getting ready to leave this visitation, because I was getting ready to leave. So I'm walking away. They said, hey, come here. So I turn around, I go speak to them. They said, listen to me very carefully. They said, when you get around law enforcement, you keep yourself extremely calm or something can happen. The next damn day, and then my dream or my visitation was over with.
Right.
The next damn day, I'm leaving work. I'm getting on the interstate. This goddamn Peckerwood just pulls up on the side of me with the nastiest look. I'm talking about, like, he could easily pass me. You know what I'm saying? Now, this is a cop. This is a cop. He pulls up on me. I'm talking about, he's giving me that look like, just give me a reason, nigga. I'll kill you right fucking now. That's the type of look he was giving. And so my initial reaction was like, what the fuck you looking at? You know?
Yeah.
But then I remember what they had told me. They said you keep yourself calm.
Okay.
And as soon as I remember that, I kept myself calm. Man, next thing you know, it's like they took control of that dude and they made him just speed off and get the fuck away from me.
Okay.
So I'm just saying, like, that was the message that I got. And had I not listened to what they said, that I could have turned out to be something else. I might not be on the phone with you.
Word up. Yeah, word life, man. That's some, you know, I've had dreams that have been like almost prophetic in ways sometimes, man, and I don't know whether or not that was the result of a visitation, as you say, that I was getting from one of my ancestors, but I've had dreams, man, that have, put me on tap to be on some shit like, yo, don't do this, don't go fuck with this motherfucker over there, don't do that, you know what I mean? Certain kind of things, man, certain little cautionaries, you know what I'm saying? Just little things here and there, you know what I'm saying? Man, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I can dig it, bro. I can dig it, man. I can dig it. I'm on the same trail of thought with you right now, man, in terms of, just paying attention to the meditative aspect of dealing with your ancestors. The way you explained it, man, as far as, sitting down to that altar, making that altar a daily kind of thing, making that a daily upon daily behavior for you, right? Man, that's like, it's like meditation, man. The way you making this sound, bro, is like, it's like a meditative thing. Like, it's like,
you can actually do that. You just go there and meditate sometimes. You introduce, you say what you got to say there, and sometimes just sit your behind there and just sit up there. You don't have to.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean. Like, you know what I mean?
Just like that. Just like that.
That's what I mean. Like, the aspect of being able to just, vibe out with your people, man, and just, just have that connectivity with them for however long throughout the day, man. And then you get protections and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm looking at, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
There you go.
So
there you go. That's absolutely correct.
Yeah.
Absolutely correct.
Yeah, that's that. I can vibe with that, bro. I'm with that, man. I hear that.
I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something, man. About that altar.
Yeah.
That altar may possibly be the reason I'm still alive, because I get attacked. I've been attacked for years, man, by actual African priests. I'm talking about in Ghana and shit. I did things for. Another thing, I do definitely need to touch on this shit. Y'all stay the hell out of Africa, y'all. Don't go fucking with them people, man.
Man, you know what? This was gonna kind of lead into my very next question. This is my last question, bro. This was gonna lead. What you about to touch on? What you about to say? You know what I'm saying? So we talking about ADOS, man, and our different orientation in this universe compared to everybody else on this planet, man. Like, energetically, we are situated where we at for a reason, and we got a unique history, unique bloodline, man, that we are dealing with, man. Like, we in a different space, man. Like, we ain't everybody. So I'm saying, like, I want to ask you this because you've touched on a few different cautionaries, a few different ways to approach really dialing down and really bearing down on our own really ADOS specific lineages, so we can have a well-rounded basically a safe journey through voodoo. You understand? So I want to ask you this question, man. Since we're talking about using voodoo as a war form in a universe where we got these non-ADOS groups, right? These non-ADOS people who also access voodoo, who also do voodoo, and possibly could be on some hater shit with ADOS society, and we see it every day. We deal with it every day on social media, that type of shit. We have that kind of headache with these groups, man, that are not ADOS, and their energy has come around to meet us in the real world, not just not saying the voodoo world, I'm saying, but like in the everyday world that we deal in, bro. Like, the bulk of us, I should say, the everyday world that the bulk of us deal in, you know what I mean? When we on Twitter, we on Instagram, these energies from a lot of these different places all over the globe have come around to meet us. For some reason, they got a hard on for fucking with us, man, right? So I'm asking you this, bro, like, these groups that hold contempt for ADOS society, you know what I'm saying? Is it safe to reason that these groups will also possibly choose to weaponize their voodoo against us as we're doing our voodoo work and all that? Is it, I mean, because our main objective, we're trying to mitigate white supremacist society. We're trying to handle that. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to handle that down. You understand? And white supremacist society has enlisted all manner of coon, all manner of detractor, all manner of animal to fuck with us, right? And these groups that they calling on, a lot of them, I'm not trying to shit on our African brothers and sisters. I'm not trying to shit on our Caribbean brothers and sisters. I'm not trying to shit on our Euro black brothers and sisters. I ain't trying to shit on black people at all. The premise is, though, it be haters amongst these other groups, right? And the ones that come over to America, a lot of them be a part of the vetted diaspora coon class. They be the ones that already been, right, they already been, had their skirt pulled down, already had their towel lifted in their respective home countries, and then that's why they get such easy allowance over here. That's why they get such an easy trip over here, right? An easy peasy journey into America, because they already revved up to be on cold, ready warm to hate on us. So I'm asking you, bro, is it a possibility for these other groups to see, okay, ADOS, they getting on cold with they voodoo, they getting on cold with their ancestors and all that. Man, let's dig into our bag of our voodoo and let's just start hating. Let's start a voodoo world war type of shit with these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Do that seem like a reality to you, or is that some sci-fi shit, bro? Like I said, I wanna just make sure, you know, we covering certain bases. You've touched on a lot of the cautionary things as far as, you know, really undergirding our journey, which and we're gonna build with the brother that you was referencing out there in Cleveland, man. He seems like he's a man that's got his hand in a lot. You know what I'm saying? He got his hand in the pot. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying, like, do you see that as something that could happen? Like, is there? Maybe I can answer this question myself, bro. I mean, we just talked about, you know, you being able to, you know, suit your ancestors and kind of, you know, soothe them in a way to where they ain't gonna let nothing fucked up happen to you. You know what I'm saying? Right?
Right.
So it's that, right?
Mm-hmm.
We got that. So is it safe for me to reason that all these other non-ADOS haters that got their little voodoo, and they, whether it be war ready voodoo or not, whatever, you know what I'm saying, they could still be trying to work some shit and trying to twerk some shit with us, man? You know what I'm saying? Is it reasonable to assume that, yo, if we follow a regimented way to handle this, you know what I mean, and we set up our altars, our this and that properly and all of this, that we'll be good per se? Is it good to assume that, or do you have another synopsis on it, bro? Like, I just want to kind of get your opinion on it. What you think?
Well, I think that's a very, very reasonable concern, because what you're talking about is an absolute concern. That's real. Listen, I'm with you. I'm not here to shit on our brothers and sisters over where they come from. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, but that is true. The truth is true. A lot of folks from the Caribbean, a lot of folks from Africa. I don't know what the fuck it is, Africa, but they got some type of, they got a real issue. You want to be like us, but you don't want to be us.
That's that tribalism,
you know,
man. It's tribalism.
That shit has to go. And the thing is, man, look.
Yeah.
That's a very, very strong possibility. But not only that, I would go as far as to say that not only do we have to worry about that, I can assure you that the government is doing shit on us right now. I can assure you.
Yeah.
I can assure you, because you remember these people deal in this shit. They do. Every last one of these people, do not get this shit twisted. These people are involved in various rituals.
Right.
They're doing it. And all those spirits are sent out. Why do you think we've been under this ridiculous ass spell?
Man, I wouldn't doubt it, bro.
Shit like that.
I wouldn't doubt it, man. My chat started off, a young lady in my chat by the name of Niche, she already touched on it. She was like, man, motherfuckers, they doing this shit. They can't hold us down without having to use all different measures of inviting motherfuckers to double team, quadruple team, triple team, all this shit jumping on us. And they calling on various essences, various evil, fucked up, you know, figures and characters and all other type of shit. They playing games, man. Basically, is how it's looking, man. So I'm like, yeah, I can,
absolutely.
I can dig it. I can believe that easily.
They're definitely doing it. And I tell you what, this is very interesting, man, because I never really heard nobody say this, what I'm about to say. But you know the sister, what's her name, Joy DeGroy. You know what I'm talking about? Once she talks about post-traumatic slave disorder.
Yeah, Joy DeGroy. Joy DeGroy.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Yeah, I ain't want to show the sister's name, but yeah,
I'm familiar.
Real deep sister. But she talks about how we have not been properly healed with the trauma through the mass killing fields of goddamn slave trade. You know what I'm saying? And all that.
Yeah.
And so I'm mentioning that is because what we need to do as ADOS, with all these various groups that's within us, we got, none of us are most likely just one particular tribe or whatever. Those of us who were here, some of us we already know were already here before the Europeans came and all that.
True that.
Whatever.
True
We
that.
all have the same experience. We've all been screwed.
Yeah.
So I believe in order for us to truly be healed, that we need to get those people like I'm talking about that actually know how to do real readings and not gonna lead you astray. I think that we need to do the appropriate rituals to heal ourselves, to heal our bloodlines, because we think about this. They did something that was atrocious. They put warring tribes and mixed them in with one another, making them have sex and produce offspring. And the offspring are going to be conflicted. You have a war. You got ancestor on this side that's conflicting with his ancestor on this side.
Yeah.
We need to do the appropriate rituals to appease that, to get them to come together so that we can have a fucking peaceful existence, so we won't be so fucking crazy out here. We need to do that. We need to find out what it is, because let me tell you something. One of the reasons black men, black women have an issue is because you get married. You get married to somebody that you never really got a divination done. You're supposed to find out, is that bloodline actually compatible with one another?
Hell yeah! All you do is you go to the county and the government say y'all supposed to be together.
Yeah, you do that. And you don't understand. You're like, God damn, man, I love this person. Why the fuck we just can't get it together? Y'all not meant to be together. Y'all, and it's, see, if you go get a reading done before you.
That's real.
Ladies, you know what I'm saying, instead of trying to tie somebody, because ladies, that's what y'all want to do. Y'all just want to tie a goddamn dude. That's when you go on the internet, all the ladies want to do, how can I get this man to stop doing this? How can I control him?
Yeah.
Put some blood in his spaghetti and all this shit. No.
Yeah.
It's not. You don't look at it like that. Find out from a reputable reader if y'all admit that there could be an issue.
No, that makes sense, bro. That makes sense, because the energy, you know what I'm saying? Damn, you make a good point when you think about chicks always on some shit. I'm gonna try to make a man into this, make a man into that, make a man. Nah, it really shouldn't G like that. Like on day one that you getting with the dude, it should be on some. Yeah, we already in sync. You know what I mean? Like there's no catch up to be played. Nothing on my end or on your end. Ain't no catch up. We ready. You know what I'm saying? I get it. I get it.
And the same thing, that's why I'm saying that I never really heard nobody say what I just said a minute ago when I say that we need to really heal those bloodlines, because there's a lot of fire, you know what I'm saying? You can't put warring tribes together, man, and expect peace to come out of that. And we're dealing with that shit. We really are.
Real life. Yo, toot your horn on that one, bro. You said you ain't heard nobody say that. Yo, I ain't never heard nobody say that near another, like you done said that near another, man. You know what I'm saying? Real life, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, toot your horn on that one, bro. That's official game right there.
Just think about how crazy we are. I mean, this is the best thing. This whole ADOS thing, man, I'm loving it, because This is just lineage. Nobody don't have to get down with it. It's either this what the fuck you are. You know what I'm saying? If you come out of those damn killing fields, you know what I'm saying? That's what it is. You are just a part of that lineage. And something is going on. The ancestors are obviously speaking to us and like, look here, we can't keep doing this thing, stupid shit. Let's get a little bit more intelligent.
That's what I'm saying.
That's starting to happen. It's starting to happen. A lot of these people you're talking about that's undermining us, they're being exposed. Yep. You know what I'm saying? So there is definitely a mass awakening that's occurring. But I definitely think that let's get ourselves spiritually aligned as best as we possibly can and understand something. Man, this ain't no saintly shit. Like, see, a lot. That's the one thing about the whole Orisha thing that it turns off people like me because a lot of us are coming out of the church. I wasn't really big on the church, but you can't come to a black American and keep talking about, oh, we want to worship this, worship that. Look here, we come from an environment of a slave experience. We don't want to worship shit.
Yeah, real life.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? What are we? You talking about bowing down and shit? Hold up. That's not what this is about, people.
No.
You're not getting to any system where they're trying to get you under control like that. You have your free will. You have every right to. Shit, I don't want to worship. If this system talking about me worshiping, I'm straight on that. I don't gotta deal with that shit.
Real life. You know, you bring up a point about, you know, us coming out of the church and all that. You know, me, like, you know what I'm saying, me and my peoples, you know what I mean, we wasn't big on the church and nothing like that. Never been big on the church, you understand? But, like, you bring up the point that, yeah, when you look at certain systems of voodoo, bro, to kind of, you know, land the point there, you understand that it's, when you think about, like, Haitian voodoo or even Louisiana voodoo, you know, you get a lot of the Loas, you understand? They were like what they call, what's the word? Syncretized from Catholicism. So we talk about Papa Legba, that's St. Peter, right? We talk about, and in Haitian voodoo, for instance, you know, they just said, fuck syncretizing, we just gonna use the whole damn saint of whoever, Saint Michael, Saint whoever. We just gonna use the Catholic name of these saints, and we're gonna, you know, put them in that space of being our intermediaries in our voodoo system, right? I don't want to be dealing with that kind of energy, you know what I'm saying? Like, I understand the syncretization process, and it's like cool. It's like one part of me is like, you know, alright, you know what I'm saying? I'll fuck with Papa Legba and shit, you know what I mean? I guess that's cool because they syncretize it to their own nomen, their own name behind it, you know what I'm saying? But I don't think I want to be hollering at no Saint Michael, Saint Andrew, whoever the fuck, man. Like, because I'm not Catholic, you know what I'm saying? I don't fuck with, you know, when you think about the Roman Catholic Church, you know what I'm saying? The premise of voodoo is older than the Roman Catholic Church. We know that. It's older than the church, you know what I mean? So why would you, you know, take steps back and, you understand, and try to incorporate that type of vibration into something that's supposed to be pure, man? We trying to check the purity of what we got going on around here. We trying to check and make sure what we got going is on some pure behavior. What we dealing with, man, like in terms of our people, like ADOS is bloodline specific. We talking about blood work. This blood work right now, baby. You know what I'm saying? We trying to refine that. We trying to make sure ain't no intermixing of shit that we don't fuck with. You know what I mean? Like, that's all I'm saying. Like that's kind of that's what I'm saying. So like, I hear what you're saying, bro. Like these different non-ADOS lineages, they are tied in to what they tied into. You understand? And hey, it's cool, do your thing, but we over here though. You know what I mean?
And see, we don't. The thing is, like, that was a necessity for them at that time frame. It's no longer applicable to us. We don't. Why do we have to sit there and hide our deities and make motherfuckers look white and shit? Like, we don't have to do that. You know,
real life.
But this goes back to what I was saying. The safest thing for you to do is to deal with your people. They'll lead you. They'll eventually lead you. Now, you're going to have a road to fucking walk.
I believe it.
This shit ain't easy. I'm trying to tell you, I I've gone through so much, man. Y'all don't even know. You know what I'm saying? That my son died because a black American that goes to Ghana all the time, older dude. I never even met this motherfucker. This man, he wanted my picture because I was I think I was gonna try to hop down with, you know what I'm saying? Because he was a dude that was supposed to be dealing with their con tradition,
right?
And I was gonna hop down with the guy, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But that's the danger because you don't know what people's motives are.
Damn.
This dude, first thing he wanted from me was a picture. He's like, man, I just want to know, like, if I have dreams, you know what I'm saying, telling me something about you. I just want to know. I'm being, you know, gullible. So I sent the guy a picture. You know, later on I found out through a reading from somebody else. This is why it's good to have a couple people that you feel comfortable with getting readings from because you don't know if the other motherfucker fucked up or not. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
And so the lady is the one who told me. She's like, look. Now she does EFI. You know what I'm saying? I mean, some of y'all may think I'm shitting on EFI. That's not the case. I'm just telling you, you know, what it is that I know.
Right.
And so when she did the reading, she's like, you know, there's some witchcraft been thrown on you. And I'm thinking she wild. And I'm like, I ain't did nothing to nobody. You know?
Yeah.
And she told me, she's like, look, EFI warns of death. And so all around, I'm like, she's telling me this shit. I'm like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah.
2 weeks later, man, my son dies in front of my face.
Yeah.
I'm looking at my 4-year-old child died before my, and I found out this dude was trying to kill me. And so,
damn,
I was being blocked. Now, at this time, there was no ancestral altar. I didn't have none of that stuff up. All I was trying to do was trying to get a connection of who I was going to train under.
Right.
You did? So,
right.
This dude being sadistic. See, a lot of times people will do readings on you and they see what you have around you and they want it. They want to use it for their own purposes. That's going to happen a lot.
Damn.
So that's why, please, everybody, listen to what I'm trying to tell you. Do not do the opposite of what I'm trying to tell you because you're going to get fucked up. It's just too many sick people out here.
Yeah, I can believe that.
So,
man, that's crazy.
He did something with the intentions of harming me, but I'm strong enough. But even though I wasn't going to the answer, they blocked it, but it hit my son because out of everybody in the house, he had a weakened immune system, and so that sinister ass spirit he sent at me went at him. Because when somebody sends something at you, especially if somebody knows what the hell they're doing, it's gonna hit somebody. So that's why it's very, very good to have an altar. That's why I say be very, very respectful to that altar because you developing that relationship. You got your dead around you. They're starting to form around you. They're looking at. Have you ever seen that movie Coco?
Coco. Nah. Remind me what it is.
Disney movie.
Disney.
Disney movie.
Hell
yeah.
no.
Okay. No. Don't knock it.
No, I'm not. I'm trying to think about why I'll be watching a Disney movie. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's all. That's as far as I thought it out. That's as far as I thought it out, Brother Mahiri. I wasn't knocking it. I'm just. You know what I'm saying?
But I recommend the listeners check that movie out, especially if you have children. Look at that movie. Okay. Because it's giving you it's kind of shining a light on how the spiritual realm operates. It's a very, very deep movie, but it's a Hispanic. It's based off of Hispanic. Okay. But look at that movie. Take it for what it. You know what I'm saying? Look at our experience. It kind of shows you, like, how they operate in the spiritual realm. Very, very good movie. Very good movie.
I gotta check that out.
But yeah, but we need to have that understanding because, and this is very difficult because over here there's so many Hispanics. Be extremely, extremely careful when dealing with Hispanic people.
Yeah, we already broke them down on my channel, man. We already know about their lineage of a lot of these motherfuckers fought for the Confederacy. A lot of these motherfuckers were very much on team white supremacy during our early years here in America. We already broke them down, so I can already imagine what you about to say next. Like,
yeah. I'm telling you right now, I'm dealing with something. This Puerto Rican dude I had went to. You know, see what happens is oftentimes you'll go for a reading all you want is a goddamn reading. You ain't trying to join nobody's house and shit. But a lot of these people, they see certain things you have around you and they want it, and they want you to be a part of it because they can utilize it.
Start selling you, trying to sell you on the shit.
Right. Yeah, so they like, well, shit, goddamn, this, because a lot of them got this motherfucker got all type of heat around here, man.
Yeah.
Because once you join that house, you know, your lineage is kind of being linked with theirs. And since was that?
Nah, I'm just kind of flabbergasted by the fact you was like, yo, it's motherfucker, you join somebody's house and then your lineage just kind of gets tethered to them just off GP, off the cuff. It's like, all right, damn, how the what? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's why a lot of people want it. That they want it, and particularly with black folks. But the thing is Hispanics, by and large, this doesn't. I know about 2 or 3 good Hispanic people. You know what I'm saying? That's the workers. Like I would send people to them.
Right.
I'll be honest. They're good people. You know what I'm saying? I would definitely. So this is not 100%, but I'm just telling you straight up and down. Like many of us are supposed to get into Palo Mayombe, and if you get into Palo Mayombe, you're gonna have to deal with Hispanics.
Okay.
You're just gonna have to. You're gonna have to, and it's difficult. And it's like most of them, they don't have that type of respect for us like that.
I can believe it.
You know what I'm saying? And because they don't have that respect, they're not gonna give you what it is that you're looking for. And so this dude, I just got a reading from him. You know what I'm saying? And he sees in my sign, because every reading I get, they all can see like, okay, this dude, man, you're supposed to be a high priest.
Right,
and,
right.
You know, oftentimes I act like I don't know what it is that I know, because I want to see what they're gonna try to, you know, if they try to,
try to put a fully wang on you.
Some weird shit.
Yeah.
I think you're gonna pull something over.
Yeah.
So I just let him talk. And he's thinking he's saying some real profound shit, and I'm listening to him. I'm like, yeah, I know. So he's basically trying to tell me I need to be a Babalawo. That's what he's basically telling me. I ain't supposed to be no goddamn Babalawo at all. At all. I know that. But if I go listen to this fool, the same thing that happened to, remember I told you earlier how my buddy was told that he's not to fuck with Ifa, because if he fucks with Ifa, they're gonna rock his world.
I remember.
The same thing would happen to me if I go do that, because I have energy of people who dealt with nature, and they dealt with the sea, you know what I mean, water spirits and forest spirits. And they dealt with the dead. That's the type of shit. That's the type of energy I have. Don't sit up there and send me to no shit where I have to go dealing with Orisa.
Yeah.
And E5.
Yeah.
That's not what they do.
Real life.
You know, so just be. My whole point is just be very, very careful, and always go with your with your intuition.
No, I feel you,
always
man.
go with your intuition. That would be the advice I have for anybody. Go with your intuition. If you before someone and that shit seem off, you know what I'm saying? You just go with your gut. You be as calm and cool about it. Don't be offensive, because look, these people get offended.
They'll do some spiteful shit.
Yeah,
they'll do some spiteful shit.
They do it all the time, and that's what that dude did. That man threw some shit at me, man. He was trying to fuck me up. Not only did he throw something at me, he threw something at my buddy. My buddy just got out of the goddamn hospital. You know what I'm saying? This dude threw some shit at my boy. And if he didn't have his ancestors, man, he'd be dead.
Wow.
That's and he got a reading done by a dude that does follow, one of the guys who I said that I would send people to.
Yeah.
He had got a reading done by that particular Polero, because that's what that's the title of a priest in Palo. It's called Polero.
Okay.
And so he got a reading done by this dude, and dude told me, like, man, look, whoever threw this at you, he said, man, there could not have been no Orisa that could have stopped, that could have protected you from this. He said your ancestors are the one that blocked you. My boy was literally on his deathbed to the point where he thought he was gone, and he said he heard a voice that said it's not your time yet, and then he came to.
Wow.
So now this dude is throwing shit at us. We didn't do nothing to him. We exercise our free will. We don't have to do shit with you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We don't have to do that. That's what I'm trying to tell you. when I tell you 85 to 90% of these people, you got to be careful, man. These people will fuck you up in the heartbeat. Don't think nothing of it.
Man, yeah. Man, that shit sound crazy. I can frame my thought around it as, it's like some street shit, man. It's like, damn, everywhere you turn, some motherfucker trying to see what they can jimmy up at you, see what they can do if you don't do what they say do type shit. It's like, yeah, man, damn.
Yeah, do it. And also, y'all, be very, very mindful of people who try to act too nice.
Yeah.
Because oftentimes there's definitely something that they're trying to do. There was this Hispanic lady, my buddy told me, man, this lady got all type of sight, this, that, and the third. Now, I went to go check her out, and she was on that shit with like, oh, you got all this power around you. You're gonna be so powerful when you get all this stuff aligned and this, that, and the third. And all she wanted to do was get me into her. She wanted me to be established with her. I'm like, I just came here. I came for a reading. You know what I'm saying? Stop that shit.
She's trying to
I
recruit.
don't want out there reading. I'm trying to get down with you.
Yeah.
And they take, and it turned out, man, this lady was a fraud. She was a fraud, man. She really lived that gypsy type lifestyle, man, where she'll lose off somebody and just be gone. She'll take it, she'll steal some shit and all that. That type of shit people be on. You gotta watch these charlatans, man.
Damn, man.
A lot of charlatans out here, man. A lot of them.
Man.
A lot of them.
I wouldn't doubt it, bro. From what you explaining, I'm gonna say this, man. What I've heard you say, like, a few times, bro. You've been like, man, look, I went to this one reading. All my subscribers listen to what he's saying, man. Like, this man done went to a lot of readings. You know what I'm saying? If you don't get nothing from I don't see how you could not get nothing from what he's spitting, man. But I'm saying, like, if there's one thing that you wrap your mind around, is this man has sat in front of many different types of readings. I mean, just on the leisure of his day, the man just get up and go get a reading type shit. You know what I'm saying? So understand that, with that, you're going to get a certain insight. You understand? You're going to be blessed with a certain kind of insight, man, just from that experience, being in the snake pit, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that everybody you ran into was a snake, bro. I'm just saying, like, snake pit type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
most of them.
Yeah, he said 85. 85 is a high percentage, man. 85, is a high percentage. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm telling you, it ain't. And when I'm speaking, I'm also speaking for other people. I'm telling you, and that's why I never really got to finish what I was saying about the Africa thing. We got to delve into some other stuff.
Man, you know what?
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying, if you want, man, we could have you calling on another show, man. You can just get in and really get it in on and break down particularly non-ADOS African type voodoo. I think that would be a good show, bro. You know what I'm saying? African voodoo, and you just take the floor, man, and let the world spin behind what you kick, man. You know what I mean? To show the world how the world's supposed to spin behind that shit, cause they don't be all the way understanding what we be talking about, man. They act like we dumb as fuck when we trying to say, look, man, these other groups, man, they be on some fuckery, man. They on some fuckery 2.0 shit, fuckery 3.0 shit. They done elevated they fuckery so many different ways, man, and we just trying to wrap our thought around, look, man, we can't help out every group of people. That's checkbox 1 for ADOS, and now we working on bettering ourselves. That's checkbox number 2, and these motherfuckers is they many generations deep in on some hater shit. But that's another show, man.
We can get into that, yeah. I mean, that shit is another show for real.
Man, yeah, we gotta schedule that for another show, man. Yeah, that shit'll work. That'll work. But man, bro, but like I'm saying, to all my viewers, all my subscribers, look, this has been very enlightening for me, man. I can only speak for myself, man. This put me in a mind state of like, hell yeah, man, like we really need to, You know what I'm saying? We really need some guides through this jungle, man. This is shit nasty, man. So it's like, this shit is like the streets, man. All the fuck over again, man. What the fuck, man? You know what I'm saying? It's like that shit all over again, man, where, you know, everywhere you turn, it's like, this motherfucker, oh, this motherfucker, this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? It's
Right.
that kind of weight on your back, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't, you know what I'm saying?
That's why I keep referencing that altar, because
Yeah.
as long as you go to that altar, that puts you in a very, very good place. Like I said, a lot of the shit that they try to do to me, they weren't able to succeed because of that altar.
I can dig it.
You know what I'm saying?
I can dig it.
As a matter of fact, there's this dude, his name is Bokor, that he on Facebook and stuff like that. Bokor is like a sorcerer out of usually out of Haitian voodoo, but they're like, that's basically what they do. They fuck people up. They into some real dark shit. You know, I'm not at all talking down on none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying that's what they do.
Right.
They fuck people up. They help you. They fuck people up and they help people. It is what it is.
Yeah.
You know. But he made a very, very interesting comment. He said that he does not do work for anybody who has an altar set up.
Oh.
that shit can block his work.
Yeah, so he's like, he can't shine if you got your altar game right. It's like he ain't gonna be able to get no snaps off that shit. Like, fuck it.
Right.
Just waste it.
He can't do what it is because his shit will block his work. And like people over here may be complaining. He's like, then he finds out you got an altar. He's like, God damn, well shit, that's why.
Word.
Your ancestors could be blocking what you got because you don't know what you got around you.
Straight
Like,
real.
you had mentioned earlier about, you know, something coming in, you know what I'm saying, that you may not want and things like that.
Yeah.
I just want to say something before we stop, you know, wrap the show up. But I told you I have 7 specific spirits around me.
Yeah.
My partner, I believe he has, if I'm not mistaken, I believe he has 4. But what's interesting about the 4, my boy got one spirit that the average person thinks is some type of crazy demon. You know what I'm saying? You ever heard of duppies? They call them haints over here. Over here in this hemisphere, they call them haints. It's just like these ghostly demon type spirits.
Man, we ain't got that shit down here in Texas, bro.
No, you got them. You got them.
All right.
What I'm saying is, in his court,
Yeah.
one of the spirits that he has with him is something like that. And so when somebody does a reading, they're looking at him like, what in the fuck does this? What do you have around him?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He found that out because of the dude I was telling you about from Cleveland.
Okay.
And so, but he told him, he's like, look, somebody could be looking at this thing and this is a bad thing. He's like, no, this thing is attached to you. This is with you. So it could be bad for somebody else. You know what I'm saying? If it just attaches to somebody else, but it comes with him. So he has that energy. When he connects with it, he's gonna be able to use that spirit to do some shit.
Yeah. Man, yeah. That sounds good. That sounds like business, man. You know what I'm saying? We built on that, you know what I mean? And I kind of prime my audience on that of, you know, saying like just the type of energies you keep around you just in general, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm the type of person, like, my mentality, I was telling my audience, like, man, you know, I'm the type of person, man, if it's an evil spirit motherfucker, man, bring that motherfucker in the build, man. Let me talk to that motherfucker. Look, man, ADOS, we trying to get reparations. You down for that? You know what I'm saying? Stop all your little evil shit for a little bit. Stop the evil shit, you know what I'm saying? Come on, get on down with the program, how we trying to kick shit, you know what I'm saying? but I hear what you kicking though, man. I hear how you are putting it together, bro. It makes sense to me in a whole different light now, man, you know what I'm saying? And I thank you for the knowledge, man, and you know, we definitely gonna be in touch about this, man. We definitely gonna be in touch because I know we all could stand to, you know, to see ourselves a step or two further with this, man. What I would like to do, this man off in Cleveland, man, you know what I'm bold enough to do, bro? I'm bold enough to have him do a reading or a rundown or however it's, what is it called? When they, you know, when he sit you down and he kind of let you know where your spirits sit around you and all that. What is that called?
I think it's called a Baku. Bakulu reading.
Bakulu, man, I'll let him do a Bakulu reading, man. You know what I'm saying? Put that shit on the air, man. We do that shit on the air live just to show the people, look, man. You know what I'm saying? I wanna, you know what I'm saying? I keep a lot of, I got a high level of transparency on my channel, even though I wear the mask and the gloves and the paper bag on my head and all that shit. Yo, you must have missed the paper bag years, you know what I'm saying? But I'm saying, like,
I remember.
you know what I'm saying? So I got it on my mind to do something like that, man, just to, you know.
He's done that before. He's done readings, by the way. He's done readings on the air.
Yeah, I want to do that.
I don't know if he ever did a Bakulu reading on air, but I know he's
man.
I mean, that's why my boy knew he was official, because
I wouldn't give a damn, like, do that shit. Oh, I'm saying I wouldn't give a damn. I'm saying I wouldn't care, man. You can do that shit on the air. I wouldn't flinch about that, man. Yeah. What were you saying about your boy? He was like, yo, he thought it was cool.
Yeah, he called in because the guy I'm talking about was on this dude's show. You know what I'm saying? And they just were doing readings. And my boy called up there, and they started talking about all types of shit that definitely my boy knew for a fact was 100%. They even went as far as talking about the ceremony that he had done when he went with the lady wasn't really done correctly. They knew that. They was able to see that shit. They like, hold up, was this a woman that did this?
Whoa.
They was able to know it was a damn woman that did the damn shit. That women did the ceremony. They knew all that.
Thanks.
Yeah, man. They told my boy about certain health things he need to be, you know what I'm saying, conscious of.
Yeah.
You know, all that type of stuff, man, that he's been hearing ever since he heard that. He's been hearing it as well from other people.
That's deep.
So that's when you're dealing with people who really know what the fuck they doing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You just go get a E5 reading. It's not as specific as somebody who has sight. You really want to get a reading from somebody that has some type of sight. It's a big difference. Big difference.
Man, there you have it. You know what I'm saying? There you have it. You know what I mean? I think we covered a lot of ground today, Brother Mahiri. I think we covered a lot of ground today, bro. And, you know, I think that, man, everybody who out there within the sound of my voice, man, yo, I'm sure y'all caught a bunch of jewels from what this man's spitting today, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure y'all caught a bunch of jewels, man, in real life. So, y'all know. We're going to be building, Brother Mahiri. I think this is going to be a interesting journey that you've kind of helped present to the ADOS community, man. We're really thankful for you, bro. We really appreciate you, you know what I'm saying, taking your time and experience to, you know, and rolling it all up into what your life is right now, man, and showing it to us, man, speaking to us about it, speaking the knowledge, spitting the game to us about it, you know what I'm saying? That means a lot, bro, you know what I'm saying? You don't even have to do that shit, you know what I'm saying? So,
I appreciate you opening up your platform, man, and allowing me to get on here, man, and just share with the family, man, because, like I say, I don't want y'all to deal with what I dealt with, you know what I'm saying? And you're going to deal with some fuckery. It's going to happen, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Letting you know, but you can navigate around that a certain way now that you have a somewhat of an understanding what to look for. You know what I'm saying?
Word, man. You know what I'm saying?
They're just gonna try you. They're gonna do it. Some people just to try you, man. People throw stuff to people just to do it. You got people that literally will get a new spiritual tool and they got to try it out on somebody. So
yeah, I can see that. Motherfuckers just get like, it's like motherfucker get a new car or some shit. You just gotta press that motherfucker to see if you can hit $168 in that bitch. You just gotta press it. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers just be antsy and just wanna do shit. Gotta press this button. Gotta press that button. Gotta press the elevator button 50 million times. Like, man, the elevator coming, man. Just press the elevator once, man. What the fuck you doing? Why you pressing it 45 different times? You know what I'm saying? I get it, man. You know what I'm saying? Some motherfuckers just want to press the button because the button there. I get it, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it happens, man. They're gonna they'll just throw something at you, man, just because they don't like what the hell you have on that day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, we're dealing with an extremely wicked world. That's why I want everybody to understand. Don't look at this shit as type of utopia. It's lot because what was happening
life.
is all these people talking about, oh, can't wait to go to Africa. I ain't saying don't go to Africa. I'm just saying when you start talking about that spiritual shit, just be very, very careful because they don't give a fuck about us like that. And you got people who don't give a fuck about us here.
Real shit.
So when you got people that don't care about you here, imagine what they'll do over there in Africa.
Hell yes. Thirsty motherfuckers. They're gonna be thirsting when you get your ass out there and they see you green. It's gonna be like, are you green? Word. Alright. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah, man.
It ain't hard to believe.
Yeah, man. So that's what's up, man. I hope people enjoy what I had to say and take heed to what I'm saying because I'm really I'm throwing it out there for y'all to understand that this shit is not a game. It really isn't. I ain't trying to scare nobody.
Stay real.
But I'm just letting you know the reality of it.
Man, well, we thank you for that, Brother Mahiri. We thank you for your time spent, bro. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and you sound like he ain't kicking nothing but truth right now, man. This is what we battle on my channel, man. We ain't trying to hear no fluffery, man. So I'm glad that you didn't come in playing no games. Y'all see he took a hard hand to what we had to hear about. You know what I'm saying? What he was kicking. It was no punches pulled. I don't think nobody can say some punches was pulled this morning. You know what I mean?
We get on the African subject next time.
Man, yo, they gonna love that. We gonna rock on that one. We gonna have fun on that one. But yeah, man, this has been enjoyable, Brother Mahiri. I'm gonna hit you up in the email, bro. We gonna be building, man. You understand?
All right.
I thank you for your time, bro. Thank you for your time, and I mean, we all thank you, bro. And you have a good morning, man. And enjoy your ceremony. Enjoy. I guess it'll be tonight or whatever.
Yeah, it's gonna be tonight, man. I'm finna go through some shit tonight, man. I don't know if y'all ever heard of an ayahuasca ceremony. I know you have.
Man, yeah, man. I've got put on to just the knowledge of what it was and what it did. Maybe about a good 7, 8 years ago or so. But then, you know what I'm saying, like, I never knew nobody who was, like, slanging that shit or pushed it or nothing like that, you know what I'm saying, who was into other shit. But I'm saying, like, you watch this Mike Tyson show, Mike Tyson got a new podcast, right? You ever seen this podcast?
Yeah, I didn't personally listen to it. I seen the one we had Terry Crews on there, some shit like that.
Okay.
That's the one I remember.
Yo, he be bragging on, I took ayahuasca one time, and I'm telling you, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I can't do the Mike Tyson voice. I'm telling you, I can't do Mike Tyson. I'm tired from yesterday. I misspelled some words in the motherfucking in the ticker yesterday. I've been tired, man. I'm finna get some sleep. Right after this, I'm going to sleep, man. It's been one of them days turning into the next day type shit. But yeah, man. I wouldn't doubt that that's gonna be an experience, man. From what I hear, you know what I'm saying, that shit, it take you on a ride. You understand? Like, motherfuckers get to feeling and seeing all types of, you know what I mean? Like it's sort of like a long-term relaxation kind of thing. Like you get to vibing and on some ancestor vibing shit. Like you talking to some people type shit. No bullshit. Like from what I've heard, you know what I'm saying? Some shit like you get to communicating and other types of shit. It's some other shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it gets to opening up parts in your brain that what's that center called? Whatever the DMT. Whatever that DMT opens up, man. The DMT is something that's in your body already, so I guess you kind of like ODing on the shit, or is that what it is? when you take the ayahuasca, is that you ODing on DMT? Is that the premise?
You know what? Don't have me lying. I can't tell you.
Man, what?
I can't even tell you. If I don't know, I tell you I don't know. I don't know.
Man, well, hey, look, they got you scheduled for a ritual, my nigga. You scheduled for a ritual tonight, man. So you gonna find out. You gonna find out what it do or what it don't. You know what I mean?
I definitely know how it went.
Yeah, man. Clue me in on what happened with it, man. We'll build.
That's what's up, man. Take it easy.
All right, be good.
All right, y'all.
On. Yeah, y'all. Checking in real quick. Okay, yeah. Hold up, we got a few sentiments in the chat. Y'all, that right there, homie. That shit right there, nigga. That shit right there, nigga. Yo, that's what we needed. Y'all can't tell me that ain't what we needed. All the ground we cover, y'all can't tell me that ain't what we needed. You know, we ADOS, we looking for a direction in this motherfucker, man. We looking for direction so we don't gotta go through a lot of the headaches. Some of the take-home points, y'all already know the game, you know what I mean? Get that altar game right. We're going to build on this shit, you know what I'm saying? Get that altar game right. This is stuff that a lot of us probably already knew in some aspects, but a lot of it, not to even slight the information, because my brother Mahiri went off. A lot of it, we ain't know. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I know I didn't know. I know I learned a lot, you know what I'm saying? I learned a lot. Did you hear what he was kicking about? You know, these other groups and their forms of voodoo and how motherfuckers be on some hating shit in the voodoo culture to different extents and all of that. That's some real shit, man. We talk about these different energies coming around to meet us. I brought that up several times on this channel about various energies that we've encountered in our existence on the planet Earth coming around to meet us, in particular, ADOS. Our experience here in these United Snakes of America, as a lot of people say, look, it's largely a bunch of groups of people set against us, people that we've encountered energetically before on some hating shit. We talk about the Europeans. We talk about all of the African culture and kind of splitting that up and breaking it up into who the haters and who not. We've looked at a lot of our people across the map, you know what I mean, in the Caribbean and the UK and all that. We look at the different energies coming up out of South America. We look at all of that, right? And we see that, look, man, damn, what make it so easy for a motherfucker to come over here and just be hating on us? You wonder how? Motherfuckers wonder how, man. It be shit like this. You know what I mean? It be shit like this, like what the fuck we talking about today, man. Shit like this. And where these groups have lost their fucking sanity. Caping for all kind of bullshit. Following all kind of bullshit with a predetermined idea to get at us. You understand? This is an energetic world. And shout out to Niche. Yo, she dropped it in the beginning. Like, motherfuckers, they be bonding over this shit. Bonding with evilness to try to direct that shit to us. And to put that shit on us. See, I know y'all probably be at home sitting up thinking, man, damn, it's gotta be something to this shit to where so much of this shit is weighing on us. It's gotta be something to this shit that we need to uncover. Like, we need to overturn some kind of stone we not overturning. You know what I mean? Shit like this is what the fuck I'm talking about. This shit right here is the shit that'll be the answer to what the fuck we've been wanting to unlock for so long. You know what I mean? I told y'all we was gonna have these energy conversations on my channel. God damn it. July 13th, 2019, we did it. You know what I'm saying? Hold up, there's some people in the Chizat. I don't want to leave nobody out. Still learning. Say I'm definitely gonna play this back. Gotta catch all these gems. Yeah. Good seeing you. Still learning. I knew you was gonna come true. You know what I'm saying? Good seeing you. Go on and run it back. Go on, come around, Cletus. Go on, come around. Come on. Holler back at the cash. You know what I'm saying? Check it out. Still learning. You'll definitely be learning. I learned a lot. This shit was great. Niche Penda say, that's not the truth, so I don't agree with that one. The people here are mostly Africans. Huh. You know what I mean? we gotta deal with these motherfuckers, man. We're gonna have to deal with them. You see what I'm saying? You see why we don't got the option just to sit back and just let everything just be? While we gotta be dynamic in our approach to what the fuck we going through? Y'all see what I'm saying? We can't just be sitting around these motherfuckers, and these people are weaponizing against us every day, trying to keep us in gloom and shit. Come on, man. Come on now. Come on now, that we ain't having that. You see what I'm saying? This is why we need to be focused on shit like this for the real. For real, for real. Alright? Still Learning said, we appreciate you for bringing the knowledge up. Man, what else I'm going to do, Still Learning? What else I'm going to do, Still Learning? You know what I'm saying? Got to. This shit is imperative for somebody to dig this shit up. You know what I'm saying? Somebody got to dig this shit up and find where the missing links is in our situation here, man. This shit got to get right, man. This shit got to get right. All these other groups, they got their shit. They know, they playing their game. We need to get our chips in the game. You know what I mean? You understand? Still Learning. It's not a topic that's normally covered. At least I haven't heard much about it. Yeah. Still Learning said that. Yeah, Still Learning. So that's the reason why. That's the reason why I'm constantly altituding. Constantly trying to find what the fuck it is that we need to get at as a group to see ourselves a step or two further. You know what I mean? We're about forward progressing. This is the channel for the thinking black person. You know what I mean? The largely ignored group in the fucking world. The thinking black person. Like, so while we're being ignored, while motherfuckers are setting against us, we got ground we need to cover. So I ain't finna stop chipping away at this, man. This is what we do. This is just what we do. And I'm glad, and you're welcome, Miss Still Learning, for expressing your sentiment there. It feels good to hear that this means something to somebody, that you believe that this has an end, that is a positive end to it for us as a people, right? So, man, what can I say, man? We built on so much. We talked about how, this shit can turn into some scam shit off the jump. So you got to make sure you go to reputable people. You got to make sure you fuck with people that's reputable in terms of who you get things like readings from. With or without a reading, you can get you an altar. You can make you an altar. I'm going to do that shit. That ain't shit. Go up the street, buy a little table from Walmart. Send nice little cloth. Send do that. That shit ain't no headache. But I'm saying, I'm telling y'all, me and the brother Mahiri, we gonna build. Get in contact with this brother out of Cleveland, y'all, and see what the deal is. I will do a reading on air for y'all, just to show y'all, look, so y'all can know what spirits and essences be around me, like, for real, so y'all can know, so I can know, so we can learn. Just like, I'll do that shit. I'm bold. I'll do that shit. You understand? I want to know. You know what I mean? I can't wait. That shit gonna be fun as hell. I want to know. You know what I'm saying? But, hold up. Yeah, I'm saying, answered all my questions. You know what I'm saying? I can't think of no more questions. I had so many questions. I was like, man, dang, what's up with this and that? Oh, while I'm calling it a reading, I guess it's, wow, I need to watch the video again too. He dropped so many jewels, so many words, so many names. This is gonna be exciting. This is gonna be a great journey, y'all. Y'all gonna watch ADOS man's journey with this. You understand? If don't nobody give a fuck about it, I'm gonna show y'all how this shit work, right? I'm going to try to traverse this for the dolos, just to show y'all in live format in front of these cameras. I got some new cameras coming. I got a new camera coming. I ordered it a couple days ago. Channel gonna be changing again. I'm gonna be changing the game again. Got some new shit coming. A lot of new shit coming. So y'all stay tuned with your boy. Shit finna flip again. I told y'all I ain't finna just, you know what I'm saying? I'm not playing. I'm not playing. So yeah, I hope y'all learned a lot from that. I really do. That's what I do this shit for. I don't want to keep y'all. So it went longer than what I thought. Way longer than what I thought. But I'm saying definitely beneficial. Oh man, still learning. Say I'm curious to see it used in a truly constructive manner as opposed to how I used it. Yeah, still learning. You're still giving people cancer with your voodoo. Still learning. Still giving people cancer with your voodoo. Still learning. Ain't that what you said you did? Didn't that what you was talking about? Nah. You know, you. I'm sure you had good intents behind it. Still learning. I'm sure that was not what you. You probably ain't have no hand in none of that. You know what I'm saying? Don't be hard on yourself. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Don't be hard on yourself. Oh, you say haven't in years, but years. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's what we about. We trying to be constructive around this piece. Still learning. I mean, with constructiveness comes good results. You understand? When you focus on something in a constructive manner, you have a constructive objective. I mean, the outcome is usually good. Alright? That's what we're going for. We're looking for good outcomes in this mug. Niece Penda say LOL. But yeah, y'all, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so y'all know when I'm dropping. And definitely don't forget to check out my Teespring. That shit, the bomb, baby, bomb, baby. You never find a Teespring as hood as this. Yeah, so check this shit out. You know what I mean? And what else? What else? Guess y'all stay tuned for the next show that I do on this. We're gonna keep this this will be my new series, y'all. I hope y'all picked up on that. This is gonna be my new series on ADOS specific voodoo versus white supremacy. We're gonna put the wheels on this. We're gonna put the nuts and bolts on this and see what don't happen. And I'm gonna get it, y'all.